Support for the Klyph Notes podcast comes from Acapella Apparel, an idea born from a love of hip-hop, funk, and soul music and its surrounding cultures. With fashion being a huge visual part of the cultures, they've created expressive images to pay homage, invoke nostalgia, and showcase the elements that make up the lifestyle and cultures of these genres. Acapella, apparel for the music lifestyle. For more information, check out acapella.com. That's AKEPELE.com. This episode of the Klyph Notes podcast may contain explicit language. Listener discretion is advised. Yeah, we back at it again, man. The Klyph Notes podcast. So dope to have this cat back up in here. Sometimes I be feeling like I have a lot on my plate. You know what I mean? Like I feel like I'm pretty busy trying to find balance, and you feel like things sometimes be slipping. I see this cat and I realize, man, I ain't busy at all. Yo, tell him who you are, cat.
Yo, it's Cool Nutz, a.k.a. Terrence Scott, a.k.a. International Man of Leisure and Hip Hop. It's my title.
How you doing, V?
I've been good, man. I've been blessed. Yeah. Really blessed, yeah.
No doubt. Yeah. I was joking, but not really joking. Like, I know we've talked about it before, like all of the many hats that you wear. Mm-hmm. If people have an opportunity to just watch you, you know, with the gift of social media, they see like you always moving, bro. Yeah. Which is cool. Yeah. But
sometimes it's not, because it's like between everything from being an artist to doing the radio to managing to producing to being a father to being a husband, it's like a lot of the times you get spread thin sometimes. But the beauty of it is actually having it on your plate to do. No doubt. It's a blessing. That's the blessing of it.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
All right, so just want to run some stuff down right quick. It's funny because actually you just clarified it for me. I didn't realize the situation. Because I know that you just came off doing some shows with 40.
Yep.
But that wasn't like the original plan.
No.
Come on, bro.
It's like, man, you know what I call that? I call it when you in full blown like rapper mode.
Yeah.
Like rapper mode when you moving a million miles a minute and you doing a bunch of things. So you might be going to the studio, you doing a show, you promoting something, you got a bunch of things going on,
right.
But everything is something productive.
Yeah.
That's I call it like that's that full blown artist mode when you're not. Sometimes you chasing stuff, but there's sometimes stuff right in front of you and it's just happening.
Word.
And that's the best way. Like I like to be in that moment where it's just happening.
Yeah.
Where like, okay, we in this city doing this with Coast to Coast, but then 40 of them in town, they're like, Nuts, come rock. I'm like, all right, cool, and go rock. And then people see me like, oh, that's Cool Nutz. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like things are just happening, and it's natural and organic, and that's what I feel like the last like 2 weeks been is like really it was a blessing because I wasn't at the time with Fat Boy, because Fat Boy went out with them.
Yeah.
I wasn't looking at the dates and noticing we was going to be in the same cities. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then we end up in the same cities. Then I end up rocking. Then I end up doing Coast to Coast. And so it's so much stuff happening that is just super, super productive, man.
That's what's up, B.
Yeah.
You talk about kind of being in artist mode, but one of the things that I'm hearing is a lot of it's just a matter of being prepared, because you never know when those opportunities are going to present themselves.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So you on the road doing some things and 40's in town and he's like, yo, come rock. But if you're not prepared, if you're not on your game, then, that's an opportunity that you don't have an opportunity to take advantage of.
No, definitely. And that's what I feel like I pride myself on, is being a pro, like being a professional. Like I feel like in any environment, even as an artist, like you get the call to do, I look at moments like when Thomas Lauderdale from Pink Martini hit me about doing the tsunami relief show. Mm-hmm. That's a whole different audience.
Yeah.
It's a whole different demographic.
Yeah.
And you don't want to get up there because my music is street hip hop.
Yeah.
But you can't get up there and do everything that typically I would do for them, so you got to clean it up, you know what I mean? So you got to be prepared to get up there. Okay, do I got 30 minutes of songs I could do clean, or I could take out the N word because I don't want to offend these people, because it might be donors and people, giving to charity to benefit this cause, and being mindful of those things. Like those are the things, like you said, the moments where you got to be prepared, man. And I feel like I've been priding myself on being able to step into kind of any arena, man, and try to knock it out the park as best I can.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
It's so cool to have an opportunity to talk to somebody who's got the level of experience that you have. I mean, we know that you've been doing this in Portland for years and years and years, but to hear that side of it, I mean, and that's a life lesson. I mean, you got to be prepared for whatever life throws your way.
Yeah.
And I just think kudos to you for being an active participant and just being a professional like that.
Nah, most definitely.
One of the other cool things that happened on the E40 with the E40 situation is it was a lot of times artists would say come through early. We have a little meet and greet. Yeah, you had the eat and greet, B.
Yeah, the eat and greet or the meet and eat
the meet
with Trap Kitchen on the whole tour. But you come through. It's really we would do it after the show. Yeah. So every show on the tour, E40 partnered with the Trap Kitchen. Yeah. To where you come meet E40 and then you get food from the Trap Kitchen, whether it be the pineapple bowls. Yeah. We did the pineapple bowls. We did the seafood boxes. Yeah. We did a barbecue. Yeah. Of course, the mac and cheese, everything. So, because respectively, E40 has a musical movement that's really grassroots and organic. Trap Kitchen has the same type of movement that's grassroots and organic and caters to the same audience, you know what I mean? Because 40 technically raps about the trap, and the trap is the trap. So, so it was dope to see, and it's also been dope working with the Trap Kitchen to see the power and influence that food culinary world has on culture right now. It's crazy, man, watching two spanking news, two young brothers from Compton, one a Crip, one a Blood, come together and create something that goes viral. Spank, how we got cool, he would come around with Mikey Vegas. Yeah. And he went on tour with us out in Montana. Oh, word. Yeah, before the cooking took off. Yeah. And he would just be chilling with us and kicking it with us, good friends like family. Yeah. And so when we as it started to the cooking thing started to move, come together even more, where he's like, Nutz, I see what you doing. Come be a part of the team, bro, and help us grow it. So we've been growing that, which in tune turns into the E40 thing, and other things that that we've been working on.
That's what's up, baby. Yeah. Once again, it's another example, I think, of we here in Portland know, and especially in the hip hop community know all the times that you had an avenue for yourself, and then. I love that. That's one of the reasons I love the Fat Boy story. That you had an avenue, you found someone that you built with, and you shared that with them, and you just talking about doing that even now at this point in your career, which I think is dope. Man,
because one of the things is when you have resources and you have other people that are talented and quality artists or quality people that can benefit from them resources, it not only makes them look good, it makes you look good because you're referring quality people, quality talent to people that that value your opinion. Yeah. So it's like, oh, Nutz turned me on to, like Mike Capes when he was on Hip Hop DX. Yeah. Or even recently, Amine was on was it Real 92.3 or one of them with Box Kev and them. Yeah. And they like, oh, shout out to the homie Cool Nutz. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like that work, that body of work connecting the two of when they say Amine here from Portland, my name is going to be in that discussion, not just from being a rapper, but them dudes know me from being a tour manager, seeing me with tech, seeing me with glasses and Kendrick before Kendrick popped off. You know what I'm saying? To where your name is in that discussion. So those things go a long way of being able to have that word that can benefit other people, man.
No doubt. You talk about that, and something that happened here recently. Here in Portland, we celebrated. It was the fourth celebration of Portland Hip Hop Day. Yep. And this was the biggest one yet. Yeah. And at the event this year, you were recognized. For all that you've done in the city, and a lot of people were recognized, but you were recognized with a very special award, man.
Yeah. And one of the things first and foremost that I want to say about Hip Hop Day, and I tell this to anybody, is the magnitude of what you and OG pulled together in terms of the way it was put together to recognize people outside of what I got, outside of that.
Yeah.
The medals, trophies, the acknowledgments, the certificates. Portland needs that, where it wasn't it from backpack rappers, the gangster rappers. You know, not many times is Flyboy Mo gonna get recognized for being one of the dopest cats in the city.
Yeah.
You know, not many times are people gonna recognize Old Dominion and Sand People for their contributions.
Yeah.
Cause sometimes people don't know. Like, people know me because the overall work that I've done in terms of being Cool Nutz, in terms of I've included Old Dominion, I've included Sand People, in things that I'm doing.
Right.
So people know in all these different avenues, like Cool Nutz is this, but sometimes Old Dominion could be over here, Sand People could be over here, Flyboy Mo is over there.
Right.
And then you take it back to the old school of U Crew, X Kid, DJ P Cookie, Chill, Mixmaster KD, and just people knowing that there's a history to this thing that doesn't get recognized, and how genuine that day was. You feel me? Like, that's bigger than even what I got. Because me being there watching it, and me being there and sitting down with OG, and how thorough he was even trying to be on who got recognized.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that says a lot, because people put in work, and people do things for this city, and people travel, and people go do stuff outside the city. And then they come back, and sometimes people don't know, or they don't get their full credit for their body of work or their contribution.
Yeah.
And that was the biggest thing to me about the Hip Hop Day was, even when we started doing Pole Hop, that was the big thing about Pole Hop. We want people to see that there's Gotham, that there's Can't Be Caught, then there's Lifesavers, but then there's Emerge MCs, you know what I'm saying? Then there was artists like 151, and all these different people that you need to know come from your city.
Right.
And that's what that Hip Hop Day to me was like, the carryover of that mindset of making sure that everybody got acknowledged. Because so many times people don't, man.
Yeah.
They don't get credit. So yeah, I got a big ass trophy, which is dope, and a medal, which is dope.
Yeah.
But the bigger message is that was done how it should have been done. You know what I mean? Like, that was done in a way to recognize everybody and paying homage to Star. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, the whole body of work was dope and amazing and spoke volumes. And we got to have stuff like that, so that the real contributions, the foundation, the bricks that was laid, that they don't get swept under the rug.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right. And I appreciate you saying that, bro, because it was so much fun for me to meet a lot of folk. Like, I never met Mixmaster KD. I heard his name a lot, you know what I'm saying? But to have an opportunity to meet some of these folks. But I mean, a shout out to OG. He was really the engine behind making that thing happen, with meeting with the city on a weekly basis and making sure that everything was really, really top notch.
Yeah.
But you know what O and I talked about was we really wanted that day to be about, even though we wanted to recognize individuals, we wanted that day to be about Portland hip hop.
Yep.
And so exactly what you described was what was what the goal was. Let's all of the subgenres, we want them to be represented.
Yep.
You know, we had the day to do it. And that day we didn't get an opportunity to have everybody there that we wanted to, but God willing, we'll be back to do it again.
But
in 2019.
that's the thing. No matter what year, what day you do it, everybody ain't gonna be able to be there.
Right.
You know, and that's just the reality. And people got to understand that everybody ain't gonna be able to get acknowledged. Everybody got to understand that. But if you got the right people in the right place, that and they agendas and they motives are on the right track, that's what's you're gonna get the right stuff to come from it. And that's the thing about even with Pole Hop, man, was when we started doing Pole Hop, it was electric for the city.
Yeah.
Not just this person, but for the city. Like, the city was electric and hyped up. And if you wasn't at Pole Hop, if you wasn't at Pole Hop, bro, you lost.
Right.
Like the weekend after Pole Hop, cats would be mad that they missed Pole Hop. You feel me? So it's like, that's the mindset that was carried over on that day. And that's what I'm saying. It was bigger than, like, that's why you don't see me, bro. Anytime people ask me about it, I don't talk about what I got. I talk about the overall picture, because it was like sitting there watching like, this is dope. You feel me?
No doubt. Shout out to my guy Cool Nutz. I want to take a quick second, right quick, to shout out. You know, we're blessed to do this situation here with the Klyph Notes podcast, and we're able to do this for a number of reasons, and with support from a number of folk. And one of the people who've been supporting us for a minute is Acapella Apparel. So I want to shout out to my folk over at Acapella Apparel. They do some pretty amazing things, man. And they have a new product that they just released, man. It's the retro B-boy T-shirt. It's really a throwback tee, dope artwork with the B-boy design, and it's really a kind of recognition of the battles that Taz Rock and Renz used to have back in the day. And the artwork is dope. It's like I said, it's an old school B-boy situation. And it's available right now, man. You can check it out over at Acapella's website. It's acapella.com. That's AKEPELE.com. So check them out. Let them know that you heard about them here on the Klyph Notes podcast. So you said at the beginning of the interview, B, that, you know, right now you in artist mode right now. And it's cool for me. I was giving you a hard time a minute ago because you about to drop this project that I've known about for a minute, B. I've been waiting on this one, yo.
Yeah.
Pig Ears and Chitlins is about to drop on the 28th of September. You've been working on this one, bruh.
It took a number of variations because some of the stuff ended up going to the Terrence album. Yeah. But then the meat of it still stayed on the Pig Ears and Chitlins.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? And so I just been, man, like, cause really the whole point of the record is synonymous with what Northeast Portland was.
Okay.
That's the whole, like, people probably be like, why you call it Pig Ears and Chitlins? I call it Pig Ears and Chitlins because, like, with Northeast was organic and authentic. And when you would go over your grandma's house on 4th of July or New Year's, and they was cooking, you know, chitlins and pig ears and whatever, you know, greens and neck bones. You would come in, and even if you didn't eat chitlins and pig ears and stuff like that, you knew that was the authentic roots of our culture. Yeah. So you knew I'm at grandma's house, family here, you know, and that's what the point of the record. That's why I called it that, because if you black and you know Pig Ears and Chitlins, that's an essence, whether you eat it or not. If you grew up in real black culture, Pig Ears, Chitlins, greens, you know what I mean? All of that is real black culture, black cuisine, and it's genuine, and you knew that, like, you could be the most, like, bootsy, you know, high class cat, but you knew that once you went back to grandma's house, you came over there on Thanksgiving, or you came over there on New Year's, or you came over there at this time, and they was making chitlins. You knew you was in the essence of it. And that's what this project is, or what I feel the message, like the feel I want it to be, is like a lot of stuff even I'm talking about on there is from that standpoint, is like, yo, this is authentic hip hop, authentic culture, authentic Northeast Portland, you know, before it got gentrified. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole point of it.
And what a great time, I think, for a project like this to come out, because right now we talk a lot about the gentrification of Portland, how things are changing, how people are being sort of moved out of those neighborhoods and being moved, you know, away from what they grew up seeing as kids. And for you to release a project like this, I think, as new individuals are coming into the city, for them to, you know, to have that understanding of the history. We've been talking about that, the history of Portland hip hop. I mean, what a great time for you to drop this.
And that was really my motivation of doing it, was that whole, like, for me, it's more like a timing thing, like with that, like, I be in modes, man, where when I'm making music, my music comes from modes. So Harsh Game was us kind of like in our Dr. Dre Chronic mode. That was the coming together of G-ism, Kenny Mac, Maniac Loc, Bosco, Monkey Mike, Lifesavers was on there, and so much more, in the sense that it represented, like, us being in the studio, us recording, and it was real genuine, and like I would just be in the studio making beats. like making beats and songs, and then like Kenny would be over there, oh bro, jump on this song.
Yeah.
And that was what made Harsh Game. Was like the real deal, organic feeling of that. Then you have other albums like second album, Speaking Upon a Million. Yeah. Speaking Upon a Million, reason I say I'm speaking upon a million is because the music and hip hop, I'm trying to rap and talk up on a million.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to eventually get to the point where this hip hop take me to a million.
Right.
Speaking Upon a Million.
Yeah.
Then and then let's see, like then we had like Gism and Cool Nutz on a mission, because we was like on a mission to really put this thing on the map.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And Harsh Game established it. Then now I was the face of Just Family. Then I got my bros Gism.
Yeah.
So let's bring it together. Gism featuring Cool Nutz.
Right.
To put this album together.
Right.
And then moving on from there, you had Western Conference All Stars, which was a double CD compilation.
Yeah.
All local hip hop.
Yeah.
That was another to establish the voice of the city.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then moving forward from there, you had all like verbal porn. Mm-hmm. Like you know, this is Ross in its rawest form. Yeah. Verbal porn, Terry Flint the rap hustler. You feel me? But also then you get to King Cool Nutz.
Yeah.
And the King Cool Nutz album was at a real kind of like dark time. So if you listen to the album is super kind of dark.
Yeah.
And the reason it's dark, like my best friend at the time, Jason, who really believed in my music a lot, supported it a lot. He had got killed, and he was like, that was my right hand man through a lot of the stuff that I talk about, even in the music, from streets to the music to like just traveling and doing fly stuff. He was a fly dude. Yeah. So that album was dark, like really dark. Talks a lot about like death, stuff like that. So it came at that time. And a lot of the stuff I always talk about, but that was dark. Then Bars, I think Bars might have been after that, and then Cook Up, Elegant Thuggin', Portland Inn.
Because it did feel like then, like you were releasing a lot of material.
Yeah, because I was always recording. Like I always got songs. Like even right now, I'm like 10 songs into a whole nother project, or like 10 songs into like probably 3 different projects.
It's crazy.
So like so the music comes from the modes. So like even right now, like Ears and Chitlins, I feel like now was a time with everything coming, and I put out Terrence.
Yeah.
And I feel like Terrence is still like, people still catching on to that. Like people still, this is a dope album. And then I got projects I'm working on, an EP with Taupe, an EP with this dude Moso, an EP with this dude Jeb or J.E.B.
Yeah.
But all of these are people that have produced on stuff that I put out. So like Moso did Power Play.
Okay.
Taupe, of course, you already know he did hella stuff.
Right.
And then Jeb did like stuff on Bars, and I think the Cook Up. But and then I got some new tracks I got from young dude, Azarel.
Okay.
So I'm working on like, what I'm gonna do is do these EPs with one producer, with like 5-6 songs.
Yeah.
Put them out. Which
is a little bit different from Ears and Chitlins. So in terms of production, you got Tony Ozier, you got C Goods, you got, of course, you got Trox. Who else on this one? Deezo Woods.
From Chef Boy Our Bangers.
Word. And then Law Spoken. So, like local. You know what I mean? But a nice mix of styles on this project. I mean, people gonna get a little bit of something, a little bit of different from each.
Oh yeah, you're gonna get hip hop stuff. You're gonna get West Coast.
Yeah.
You're gonna get some just stuff that just falls in the middle.
Yeah.
But even just the verbiage on there is, it's a lot of stuff on there, like just it's hip hop. It's hip hop, but it's also addressing a couple little social things and stuff like that too.
Yeah, I have had an opportunity to hear a joint on here, NEP. Which for me is dope. I love opportunities to learn more and more about the history of Portland, not being native. And you listen to NEP, and and like you literally paint a picture, B, with your words on this one. You're saying you can sit back and you can really picture what things were like.
Oh yeah,
coming up. You know what I mean?
That song, man. That song, truth be told, that song, it gives me chills. I want that song to be big as possible.
Yeah.
Because I feel like the feel of it, I feel like what Trox did on there, what April did on the chorus is amazing.
Yeah.
And then what I was talking about, everything from Geechee Dan and the Beach Blast, U Crew and TB, and people that don't know TB, Terrell Brandon, MLK 15th, Alberta, all of that, man. Cats from Portland that have represented all over the bubble, Damon Stoudemire.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things where it how it came together, final product, and we're gonna shoot a video for it. But the thing is, and that was one of the things that held the record back, is I wanted things like that to be done right. Like the video, I want the video to speak volumes.
Right.
I want to have the right people in the video. But like I said, that song gives me chills.
Yeah.
Because I feel like how it came out and what it says and the sound of it and the feel of it. Like, I want as many people as possible to hear that song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the things that I think is interesting is, you ran down the number of projects that you've released.
Mm-hmm.
You've talked about managing, and we know that you've literally been all over the world on this music situation.
Mm-hmm.
Yet you still have, you could just rest on your laurels now, bro. You could say, like, I done did it.
Yeah.
But yet you're still out here grinding. You're still showing that hunger as an artist, which, where does that even come from?
Because I love this. Like, I love hip hop. I love, like, so many times, like, for me being who I am, people try to say, oh, well, Cool Nutz been trying to hold the city back or hating on people or whatever. And it's like, I feel like there's so many times where people don't realize, people in, like, for the positions I've been in, a lot of cats ain't gonna give shit back.
Right.
They're not gonna give nothing back. They're not gonna come, like, I love listening to Vinny Dwayne. I love listening to Mike Capes. You know what I mean? Like, I get inspiration from some of these dudes, like Mikey Vegas. Like, I sit back and my little bros.
Yeah.
But these dudes is like, I know when cats got it, like Pricey. Like, Pricey, one of the dopest cats ever come out of Portland and ain't even put out an album. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Versatile, Mike Crenshaw. Like, I still get inspiration and motivation. Yeah. Because another thing is, I still know that I'm dope. I still know that I'm, like, I don't, like, when I say artist mode,
yeah,
sometimes I'm too subdued and too humble for my own good. I'm detrimental to myself because I put myself in positions where I don't walk in the room and try to command. Like, I'm gonna naturally come in the room and command it because of who I am.
Yeah.
And it speaks for itself. But I feel like I'm not arrogant and you know how some artists, man, they come in, they gonna walk in and go stand in the corner and be like all standoffish, and they try to create that persona, which it does work.
Yeah.
You know, the mystique.
Yeah.
I'm not good at the mystique because the reason I'm not good at the mystique is because I'm good at, I want my stuff to speak for itself. Yeah. Like, I want you to hear something and say, man, that's dope, man. Yeah. And when I come in the room, you say, man, I heard Nutz' song last week. That was dope. Let me go tell Nutz that's dope.
Right.
Not because I came in the room and my outfit was trying to command your attention or, you know, so I still got that hunger because I still love this. I still love listening to the dope cats. Like, I still get inspired from, one of the times last time I was up here, when you played that Fonte.
Yeah.
The Expensive Jeans.
Yeah.
And then you played New Track City.
Mm-hmm.
Like, though, like, when I heard them joints, I was like, dope. You feel me? Like, I heard Fonte and how Fonte elaborated on that. I was like, that's dope.
Right.
And then I heard that new Track City and just the vibe, the energy.
Yeah.
It was that energy. They got that good energy. I was like, oh, they raw.
Right.
You feel me? Right. So I still draw inspiration from that. So for me, I know right now, even with all the albums I put out, period, point blank, no BS aside, I'm making the best music I ever done made. I'm still getting better. Yeah. I'm still making better music because when we started recording, we didn't have nobody telling us what to do.
Right.
Like 76 Nova, What I'm About. Those are just good songs that we made that happened, that caught on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Songs with E40, like those weren't crafted. Those were like they were dope songs that got on the radio and carried us somewhere. Then when we got record deals, like we just making music.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when people talking to me about stuff or the just the overall hip hop thing, I still love it. I still love rocking. I still love like going to a show.
Yeah.
And I was telling somebody the story, like, I don't know if you ever heard of Romero Francois. He from Seattle, but he's dope. We was on the road with Andre Nicotina.
Yeah.
We were in Bellingham.
Yeah.
And he was opening the show. He went on right before us. And this young dude, man, he got up there and he was a pro, like real ill, like on some like young, like that young Kanye stuff. So when he got up there and I heard it and I seen his show, I was watching, I was just laughing because I'm like, man, he's going in. And I'm like, gotta lace up my boots.
Right.
Because I appreciated what he did. And there's no disrespect to nobody, but a lot of the times when we do shows, I already know what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
And I know that a lot of like, and this ain't no, I know it, but I know a lot of cats ain't live performance-wise, they not gonna command it like we gonna command it.
Right.
Period. I get up there by myself with me and Fat Boy and command it.
Yeah.
There's only a few people I say is got the brown leather wallet, this Indian stitch that says bad mofo on it when they come in, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when I saw him, I saw that. I said, okay. And that motivated me. Like, I laughed. I was just like, man, this dude, he's going. So I got to go. We got to go. You know what I'm saying? So that's where it comes from for me, is like, I'm still like, bro, I'm laying on the floor writing raps.
Yeah.
I'm going to the studio, still making songs, still like, I'm still hungry. But I tell you, like, you got to come for bread and meat. You coming for bread and meat because I'm not stopping.
Yeah.
Like, and when I come on stage, I'm not stopping. Yeah. I'm not. It ain't gonna be for play. I'm delivering. I'm rapping. I'm really rapping. I'm saying my raps.
Yeah.
You know, it's gonna be my ad libs on there, but I'm really rapping my stuff. I'm rapping.
Right.
And when I'm rhyming, I'm rhyming. I'm not. This ain't for play.
Yeah.
You know.
And it's funny though, because again, I see that part of you. Because I know the artist Cool Nutz, and it's hard to say this because it almost sounds like it's a show, but it's not a show. I mean, we all have different aspects of our personality, just like you described before. You got to know your audience.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I see, you know, the person that I can chop it up with, the person I can talk to the phone on, you know, with whatever, and then I see like the Cool Nutz put his foot on the stage. That's like a whole different situation.
Oh yeah, because you know, like, again, and that's where my name even comes from.
Yeah.
Cool Nutz. Not my nuts are cool, but cool, laid back, nuts could be crazy.
Right.
You feel me? People tend to think like my name means Cool Nutz, my nuts are cool. It don't mean that. It means cool, but could be crazy. Cool Nutz.
That's funny. I ain't never even thought about that.
But that's the whole thing. It's like that's exactly what you see, is because, again, to my own detriment, I'm not coming in the room on no rap hoorah.
Right.
Like, I'm not gonna come here. Oh, Klyph, when you hear my new joint, it's out of here. It's over.
Right,
you know, I'm killing everybody.
Right.
Nah, yeah. I'm gonna come in, but here go the song.
Yeah.
Hopefully it speaks for itself.
Right.
But then when I get on stage, that's the carryover of, because I understand the show is ultimately what sells it to the people.
No doubt. You know
what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah, the show is the exclamation point of the record or the song you heard on SoundCloud or whatever. You know what I mean?
And you're right. I mean, because some people have the ability to present it that way, to present it live. And some people just don't.
No. And could be dope. They could be dope as hell on record.
Right.
And then they get on stage and it's don't. Because one of the things I like, where I learned, one of my most pivotal points in terms of even there are two shows. Well, I see two shows that are. There's really maybe three. One is when Versatile started working with Quantum.
Yeah.
No. Before that, we did a show where we opened for Lyrics in Eugene. And
we being who?
It was just family. So like me, G-ism. It might have been me, G-ism, Wicked, when DJ Wicked was our DJ.
Yeah.
So me, Wicked, G-ism, I think maybe Kenny was there.
Yeah.
And it was at the Wild Duck in Eugene.
Okay.
And I had never seen Lyrics.
Yeah.
And they came out and they show was just so dialed in and like so crowd involved.
Yeah.
So like,
yeah.
Like it was dope.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh man, these dudes is cool. He's dope. So that was one of the first ones I seen that. I was like, okay, this is what a real live show. Got to step it up.
Right.
Then I went to a show, House of Blues on Sunset, and it was Wu-Tang. But it was the whole Wu-Tang.
Look at this.
And I think the only one that wasn't there was Old Dirty Bastard.
Okay.
But the way that they did the show, they started it out with the least known member. And he did like 2 songs. His third song would be a song that would be with the next member.
Got you.
So 2 songs and a third song, if it's You God, then Capadonna might come out.
Right.
Then the show progressed to the point where eventually all of them are out on stage except Method Man. And then they act like he wasn't there.
Yeah.
But then like after they got into like 3 or 4 songs with the whole Wu-Tang, then they're like, you know what? Then they went into the M-A-T-H-O-D, and then he comes out, goes nuts.
Right.
But the way they built it up was just dope, the thought process.
Yeah.
And then, what's probably the third show? The third show would probably be a combination of shows, whether it be Jay-Z, like Jay-Z arena shows, Kanye, Kendrick, Tech Nine, of like the artistry, like real artists, Snoop Dogg, like cats that got up there and actually deliver, like Snoop gets up there and delivers. Jay-Z, out of this world. When he comes out, like watching, I took my wife to first On the Run tour in Seattle. With him and Beyonce. And Beyonce huge. But then when Jay-Z came out and it dun 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 dun, turn my music, and the crowd, you could feel the energy just change, go up. And when I saw like that command and that influence, it's like, it's like it's crazy. So you draw influence from all of that.
Well, it's funny for me to hear you say that, B, because I really believe that there's when you're on the stage, when you have the stage, I think it's up to you as an artist, as a performer, to engage the audience. Right? Man, that's what I believe.
No, that's what it is, because I'll tell you from personal experience of doing thousands of shows, being on tour with Tech Nine and a show that has 8 openers, and you're going on right before Tech Nine, and the crowd has been rapped to death by the openers, and you get on stage and they're like, Tech Nine. Before they even introduce, when they come up there and they're like, coming to the stage next, and they're like thinking Tech Nine is coming up next. They're like, Cool Nutz, and the crowd's like, Tech Nine. And then I look at Maniac. I say, what's up, bro? And he's like, bro, it's go time. We gonna put this to rest. And you get up there and you put it to rest. You come out and everybody don't got them capabilities. Because those are situations that are very pivotal in that if you don't handle it right, you can get booed or chanted off the stage. Or you could take it up and show them like, yeah, you wait on Tech Nine, but I got something for you until it's Tech Nine time. And then when bro Tech Nine come out, it's going up another notch. You feel me? And that was even recently, like one of the E40 shows. There was so many openers, the crowd's restless. We going on right before 40. Or I'm going on right before 40. No hype man, no nothing. But they chanting E40. When I come up there, I'm gonna put my foot on your neck. And God willing, hopefully the foot is heavy enough. You feel me?
But bro, like so many messages in that, B, because I know that I've seen artists who who flip it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Artists who get mad at the crowd because they feel like the crowd is not giving them what they want.
Yeah.
Versus, and I think that, you know, a part of that too, though, is that, you know, I think artists need to look at that and say, okay, I need to get back in the lab. I need to go to some shows.
Yeah.
You know, I need to see what other people are doing. That what is my gift? What can I bring to the stage to make people connect with me?
There's no excuse with there being YouTube.
Well,
you can go study your favorite artist.
Yeah.
So anytime I go to a show and I see artists like rapping over the words or they don't have no crowd control or nothing like that, there's no excuse. Because you can go, like when I was coming up, we couldn't go watch our favorite rapper, like go watch 100 of their shows or clips of their show in Sweden or their show in Amsterdam or their show, or they did set the song up different this night than they did the night before, or the sound went bad but they recovered by doing this. Like all of that's on YouTube. There's no way for you not to be able to polish your live performance skills nowadays with how much access you have to the content.
No doubt.
You know, at all.
Chopping to my guy Cool Nutz, man. Man, it's just, I don't know, it's always a treat for me to have an opportunity to talk to you, whether it be, you know, this way or just chopping it up, man. Just because you have so much experience in this thing called hip hop, and you share it openly. Speaking of sharing things openly, the project drops on the 28th of September. Pig Ears and Chitlins, but you're doing something special on the 27th, and that you're having a listening event.
Yep, we're going. I wanted to do something different, man, because I feel like I haven't been showcasing. Like even when I do, you come to the penthouse parties, and a lot of the times I'm taking on the role of the host, and then sometimes like I'll perform, and you see the people like because that's what they know me as a rapper. So they get, people get excited, and sometimes I discount that because I'm doing so many other things. So I wanted to do something that, since we've been doing stuff at the station, and I have the ability to not only push what I'm doing, we use that as a platform. I'm pushing Tyus, Mike Crenshaw, Young Mill. We got Black Mannequin, Soccer Ballin', PDX Sliders, Myru Vodka, which is local brands. Like, it's a coming together of a party. And, I put the tickets up for free, put them up for free RSVP, and we blew through them. Like, I think almost 200 tickets. So like,
that's ridiculous, bro. That's ridiculous.
But it's one of those things where, man, like, again, I have to assert my presence to let people know, like, because nowadays it's a microwave age, where if you don't, you got to keep on coming and do things, and I'm just trying to be more conscious of that. Like, people ain't gonna listen to an album for a year, some albums they are, like, of course, you get as lucky as Kendrick or J. Cole or somebody like that, make timeless classics. And unfortunately, I have a couple of timeless classics myself. Not to toot my horn, but albums that 20 years ago were put out that people still enjoy.
Right.
Everybody can't say that. So, and sometimes, like, again, I discount.
I saw you had to be like, wait a minute, I got to put myself in there.
I don't sit back and think, because I don't sit back and think about that, like, yo, like, I put that out that long ago. And people will still come, bro, the blue CD. Oh my God. That's that's my stuff. So that's really what it's about, man, is I'm really finna have my hardcore rap run, where I'm pushing hard, I'm dropping a whole bunch of music. I had a whole bunch of new dope songs that I'm excited about. I'm gonna enlist the services of some of my bigger rap friends on some of it. And I'm just gonna put it out there. If people, if they love it, they love it. They go grab it, and it goes viral or platinum, whatever. Right. May I be blessed. Exactly. But if it don't, just enjoy it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, and you said it. Let me run down. And I can say this because it's up. If you want to check out the track list, it's up at coolnutz.bandcamp.com. You talking about your recruiting your rap friends, but you got Mikey Vegas. You got Seasoning. We got on the interlude, NEP interlude, and then you got April Kaysen on the joint singing the hook.
2 joints,
You got and we already ran on the production. You got Mike Crenshaw.
Yep, that's my bro, man.
You got Ilmac.
Yep.
You got RJ. I ain't heard from RJ in a minute.
Yeah.
So RJ. Like, you ain't lying, B.
Mike Capes on there too.
Oh yeah, you got Capes and Crenshaw on that block. Ooh, bruh.
Yeah,
bruh. So just looking at the production and the track list,
and Taria.
Word. Yeah. How can this project not be dope?
It's dope. That's what it is. Because if you listen to those interludes, and what like Mike, man, Mike Crenshaw is so deep and dope, man, and people don't understand.
Right.
Like that's like Mike is one of the dudes like in terms of really like being a beast.
Yeah.
Mike is a beast, bro.
Yeah.
Like Mike with words. Yeah. Mike is a beast. Up here, Mike is a beast.
Right.
And I look up, like, sometimes cats don't understand, like, I look up to certain people in terms of their gift. Like, and I look at Mike, we did an MC battle. I don't know if I told you this. We did an MC battle on Cable. And this be stuff people don't know historically. I got DAT tapes of it too. We did this MC battle on Cable, live on the air, full-blown battle.
Who?
Like, Mike Crenshaw, Jumbo,
oh my God,
Maiji.
Wow.
I forget, bro, like at least like 10 of the top tier MCs.
Yeah.
Anaxagoras.
Yeah.
And bro, we did 2 of them actually. I'm talking about real deal rap competitions on air, live. And Mike came in, and you can ask Versatile. When you talk to Verse, ask him.
Yeah.
Mike came in, bro, and played with everybody. Like a cat playing with a little ball. And tore it loose.
Yeah.
And these are things like where you see people like this, and it wasn't just this night, because Mike proves time and time again.
Right.
And I think Ilmac won one, and Mike Crenshaw won one. But Mike came in and played with everybody, like next level rapping. And then and of course Ilmac, but Mike is one of them people. Like when I have certain things in mind, like damn, I need to call Mike for this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And Mike comes through. So when you hear the interlude, or the intro to the album, he does the intro to the album, but then he's also rapping on the album.
Yeah.
And then Taria's on there. Then I got Seasoning, because Seasoning is like me. He's somebody that's an essence of Northeast.
Yeah.
He's of the people.
Yeah.
Mike Capes, of course, like that goes without saying right now. Mike is really pushing his line. You know, Taria is always somebody that I looked up. Good sister, bad sister, just as a strong black woman that has that voice and has them thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Rhodeezy too, and Black Butterfly, all of them, man. Like paying homage.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like that's the whole point of like I want to always make sure that I'm acknowledging. Like even Ilmac. A beast.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
I was trying, if I would have found something, I would have wanted to find something to put verse on.
Yeah.
So me and him could do something new. I just didn't have nothing that I felt like would fit with me and him, what I want to do with him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That just need to be an EP, just a Cool Nutz verse EP.
Oh yeah, but on the next one, some of these next projects, he gonna be on something.
That's what's up.
Like me, him, Pricey, and like the heavy hitters, the real deal, the people that play real ball, the MCs. You don't go get the MCs.
My dude, Cool Nutz, fool. So like you mentioned, man, you doing a listening event on the 27th, but that joint sold out.
Yes.
Like it was free, but it sold out.
It sold out.
Yeah, I know they was like scalping tickets on the corner. You know what I'm saying?
I sold out my free show.
Right.
But I might release some more tickets though. Like I might release like 24 tickets. So
Okay.
So 12 pairs.
Okay.
Because in case some people don't show up, I mean, it's gonna be either way. It's gonna be packed. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be dope.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah.
So y'all need to be on the lookout for that. But if for whatever reason you're unable to make it over to the listening event on the 20th, what time is it?
7 to 9.
7 to 9. So if you can't make it over to the listening event, or if the listening event gets you hyped up enough, and you're like, man, I really want to see Nutz do his thing. Bro, you doing mic check?
Yep.
What?
Yep. I told you. That's the thing. It was in full blown artist mode. Remember I told you artist time.
Right.
So that's a day of like now I need to, if I could set up a couple little press opportunities that day, so I could do press in the morning.
Right.
Listening party.
Right.
Mic check. You know what I mean? Like,
bruh.
Because I feel like that's where my mindset is really like pushing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Really mashing the pedal.
Yeah, no doubt. So it's going down. That's going down on the 27th as well. Mm-hmm. The lineup is crazy. We're doing a beat. We got Love Jones coming through to do a beat set. And And then the lineup's just stupid, man. We got my guy Kobe, who's gonna be on the bill. We got Fontaine, who's gonna be on the bill. Mike Capes is headlining the bill. We got Trox on the ones and twos. We got DJ OG1. We got Open Mic. We got the PDX, the Mic Check PDX Cypher, and then Cool Nutz is gonna come through. It's gonna be an amazing night, man. A way to cap off a pretty good day for you.
But then I see the next one. Y'all got Steve-O the Weirdo and Henri Osborne.
Bruh, you might have to come back for that. The one in October, and that's like that's a one because we quarterly, right? Yeah. And man, I have an opportunity to do another show with Henri, to do my first show. Man, look, and this is like to have Steve-O, man. That's way overdue. Yeah, you're way overdue.
And that's a very dope, diverse bill. Henri, and Steve-O.
And Steve-O, exactly.
When I saw it, I was like, that's dope because Henri, he's another one. Like, he's another one of my good rap friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my bro. Like, Henri's one of my bros too. Like, we've been because we go back so far. Like, the first tour I ever went on was with Old Dominion.
Oh, word.
First tour ever.
Word.
Old Dominion.
Yeah.
And that was, I went to South by Southwest, and they were out there, and they were on tour. They toured out there, and they were touring back, and one of the acts that was on the tour dropped off. Mm-hmm. And they were like, Nuts, you out here. Yeah. You might as well just jump in with us and ride back and rock. Yeah. Like, let's do it.
Yeah.
So it was, it was me, Boom Bap Project, Sleep. I think it was Henri there, JFK, Bishop.
There needs to be some footage of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So what I'm saying is like, you got so much history and all of this stuff when I see certain things. And even Steve-O, that's another one of my rap partners, man. He's a good dude.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
That's a good lineup. I want to see that show.
The lineup's going to be dope. That one's going down in October. Also on the bill, Half and Half, who were a couple cats who came through and did the open mic. And I was so impressed. I was like, yo, would love to have y'all rock.
Yeah.
That's actually going to be the first, we've announced it, that's going to be the first show that our new sponsor is supporting us, Cascade Record Pressing.
Oh, okay.
Right out of Portland. So we're really, really psyched about that. But that's coming in October. But next week, by the time this drops, we're gonna drop this probably on Tuesday. So you have a couple days to get ready for the show at the White Eagle. Shout out to McMenamin's White Eagle. Shout out to X-Ray FM for supporting the situation. So once again, man, Fontaine, Covey, Mike Capes, Cool Nutz, OG1, Trox, Open Mic, Cypher. It's gonna be crazy.
Going down.
It's gonna be so crazy. So, bruh. Once again, the project comes out the next day on the 28th.
Yep.
Pig Ears and Chitlins. How can people get it? Bandcamp, obviously.
You can do Bandcamp pre-order right now. And then, of course, iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify, everywhere in between.
That's what's up.
It's going to be available at all of those outlets.
That's what's up. You are, like we said at the top, man, you are a busy dude, man. You doing the mic check situation. You got any other shows?
What?
Because I know you're still doing the coast to coast thing, so you're not. It's not like you're just sitting in Portland.
No, not at all. We got the coast to coast. Of course, we got Trap Kitchen stuff coming up. Man.
Oh, word.
Yeah, we got. We've been doing a cookout tour with Trap Kitchen, where we go. We did so far. We've done Atlanta. We did Brooklyn.
Oh, word.
Oakland, LA, San Diego, Seattle, Denver. So we basically go and we get a venue. Have a DJ. Typically, sometimes I host, and the guys come in, bring the food in, and we just fraternize and kick it, and the people come buy tickets.
Yeah.
But we sell them in advance. So like Oakland, for instance, we did 300 people.
Wow.
Yeah, that's for food. Like sold out Seattle, sold out Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Sold out San Diego.
Yeah.
Denver, we didn't sell out, but it was popping.
Yeah.
Because we did a bigger spot there. Atlanta, we did the Cali Picnic.
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever heard of that. They do this picnic in April. It's the Cali Picnic for all the people from Cali that are in Atlanta.
Oh, word.
It's all West Coast theme.
Yeah.
So they have like performances where they have West Coast. They've been trying to, every time they do it, they ask me to come do it. They're like, Nuts, you synonymous. And a lot of people that be out here know because the timing of the era, they know, they're going to know who you are.
Right.
But I've always had something else to do. But Trap Kitchen went and did it.
Yeah.
And then we did a cookout date as well. So
that's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's
so
up.
that, of course, coast to coast. And then I'm looking at setting up some dates for my own stuff with people. Or not just people, if I do it myself, like go do some shows.
Yeah.
push and promote.
Yeah.
And, you know, just go hard.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Well, it's really cool to see you. I think you're always in artist mode, but it's cool to see you have a project and really get behind the project. I think that there's so much, you know, from a fan of hip hop.
Yeah.
It's just cool. It's cool to hear new material, to watch you do your thing.
Yeah.
But then as a curator and a fan of the culture of hip hop beyond just the music, I think it's cool that you utilize these opportunities, whether people realize it or not, to educate and be a living example for a lot of these young artists of how you should do it.
Yeah.
You know, how you put the work in, how you have longevity. I mean, bruh, like, you've been doing this for a minute.
Yeah, and sometimes I forget, man, like all the year in and year out of still being relevant to the conversation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Still being relevant to the performance, still being cuz it's a hard thing, cuz I'm not young like the young dudes, you know what I mean? Like I'm not old either, but I'm not young. So, and like they say, truth be told, it's a young man's game.
Yeah.
And you have to be able to articulate and somewhat navigate those waters of being relevant, not playing yourself, and still being true to what you do. Like, so not trying to fit in. Like, cause I'm not Lil Pump. I'm not, I'm not finna ski skirt and all that. I'm not finna do all that.
Right.
But just navigating those waters of maintaining your relevance and also putting out material that is you, but it's still up to date and it speaks to the music listeners.
Yeah.
You know?
No doubt. And I think that you've done that. You've been true to who you are as a human being, as an artist. And I think you use your platform in a very as long as I've known you, you've been very giving with your platform. And I know that that's perception, and people can see things differently, but from my standpoint, you have. And so I'm happy for you, bruh. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy that you're continuing to have the success that you're having, and looking forward to to seeing the response to this new project.
Yeah, and I feel like this one I'm a push, like, even coming up, man, I'm a do some different things in terms of like the visit. So for instance, like with the listening party, we did a VIP ticket. So we did 50 of those. The first 50 people with those tickets get the gift bag, and the gift bag got Harsh Game, Speaking Upon a Million, and Verbal Porn, the album CDs in there, just to give people a piece of that history. So like, yo, this ain't something that started yesterday.
Right.
This is something that was built, and I want you to have this. Like, take this with you.
Right.
Even if you don't listen, put it on your shelf. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's a time capsule of what got us here. And Portland, man, like I tell people, man, Portland has showed me so much love and support. Just even the other night at the E40 show, like, I always I look at it like, sometimes you don't look at like the amount of love and support you get from people in terms of like overall, like these people, they show me love.
Yeah.
Like people will leave here and go tell somebody else.
Yeah.
Like, man, Nutz did that. And that happens like today, man. Nutz got up there, he killed it, man. That was, oh my God, Nutz, man, been holding it down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or you run into people and they say, man, thank you. Thank you for everything you've done for the city. And I remember, bro, doing, riding and listening to your album and you talking about this, that, and the third. Or how many rappers gonna talk about Lincoln City?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, like just that, like something that's relevant to you and how you live your everyday life. And that's what I feel like another thing with that NEP song.
Yeah.
Like I really want to find the ways of making that as big as possible.
Well, bro, between I can definitely speak for myself, the avenues that I have, whether it be Welcome to the Neighborhood, the podcast, this, that, and the third. I feel fairly comfortable speaking for our twin brother OG. You know what I'm saying? I know he gonna push it. And I think that, to be honest with you, B, I think when people hear it, I think just that when people hear it, they will resonate with what you're saying, and they'll make it happen. And bro, if you're able to do the visuals, that won't hurt.
Yeah, no, we going. My boy Ime, Ime is actually April's husband.
Oh, word.
He does film. And Ime was like, bro, when he heard it, the finish, he was like, bro, I gotta do the video to this.
That's what's up.
So I just want to find a way to do it where it's like, I want it to be like Nothing But a G Thing meets Snoop Dogg, What's My Name? And he was on top of the VIP record store. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
Where you got hella people, barbecue, and you know, just that organic feel of people that understand it.
That's what's up. That's what's up. My guy, Cool Nutz, bro. Just thank you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for continuing to be who you are. Thank you for taking time out your schedule to come in and rock with me on the podcast. We gonna go down the hallway. I ain't gonna let you lead. We about to go down the hallway.
Not more. We got more. I told you, artist mode.
Exactly.
Bro, I came from the stage on Thursday. What do we have Friday? Friday went to the Maurice Lucas Foundation. Seen OG there.
No doubt.
Then today, T-Mobile promo stop with the station. Then here for the podcast, and then we going to the X-Ray, and do the interview. So man, play some joints.
Exactly. So, that's what's up. My guy, Cool Nutz. Check him out all over social media at Cool Nutz, at COOLNUTZ. Get ready for the project that drops on the 28th of September. Pig Ears and Chitlins, and be on the look for more coming from this cat in the present and near future. Brother, thank you again, man.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. And on another note, man, I always appreciate your genuine support of what I do, bro. And always trying to include me whenever you can and looking out, you know what I'm saying? And even with that award that y'all gave me, man, that means a lot, because sometimes you feel like the work don't get acknowledged, you know what I'm saying? Or the contributions or the amount of what's in your heart. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause what's in my heart is pushing Portland, you know what I'm saying? So I appreciate all that, man. It means a lot, you know what I'm saying?
No doubt. Well deserved, brother. Well deserved, man. Once again, man, big ups to my folk at X-Ray FM for continuing to support what we do. You can check them out on the web at www.xray.fm. Catch me on the radio station, 107.1 FM, 91.1 FM, every Saturday night. X-Ray FM streaming all over the planet for Welcome to the Neighborhood. Big ups to our supporters, Acapella Apparel. Be sure to check them out. Cop some gear. Tell them that you heard about them right here on the Klyph Notes podcast. That's AKEPELE.com. Remember, the Klyph Notes podcast is available everywhere you listen to your podcast: Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart, everywhere, man.
iHeart Radio.
Yeah, I mean. And of course, you can check us out straight at the website, www.klyphnotes.com. And last but not least, big ups to my guy, Theory Has It, for giving up the official theme show of the Klyph Notes podcast. Subscribe, like, and comment. That goes a long way. Help us do what we want to do, man. And if you rock with Alexa, just say, Alexa, enable the Klyph Notes podcast. All right, y'all, until we have an opportunity to do this again. Peace.